Hello everyone, in this video I will go over my solution to the problem named Mocha and Diana taken from today's Codeforces round. I solved this problem in the contest today, so I'll be telling you my exact thought process as I approach this problem. The only prerequisite you need to know to be able to solve this problem is what a disjoint set union data structure is and what it can do. You only need to know it at a very basic level, and I'll tell you how we can use that data structure to solve this problem easily. So in this problem, we are given two undirected graphs, which are two forests, Mocha's forest and Diana's forest, and we need to find the maximum number of edges which we can add if every edge u to v which we add gets added in both those two forests. So u to v is added in Mocha's forest and u to v is added in Diana's forest, and the condition is that the two graphs should remain forests. So basically those two graphs should not contain any cycles. So if we look at the sample test cases, then in the first sample test case we have two graphs, 1, 2 and 3, and the second graph is this. So this is Mocha's graph and this is Diana's graph, and the maximum number of edges which we can add is 0, because if we add any edge then the two graphs will cease to be forests. So that's why the answer is 0. In the second sample test case, these two graphs are shown over here, and the edge which you can add is 1 to 5. So if you add 1 to 5, then both the graphs will still be forests, or you can also add the edge 2 to 4. So if you add the edge 2 to 4, you'll see that there are no cycles in the graphs, and that's why the answer for the second sample test case will be 1. And you can work out the third sample test case on your own. And now I'll tell you how I thought about this problem and how I came up with the solution. So the first key observation which came to my mind when I looked at this problem was that an edge u to v can be added only when u and v are not in the same connected component. And this is because from the examples it's clear that we cannot add the edge from 3 to 5, we cannot add the edge from 4 to 5, or we cannot add the edge from 3 to 4, but we can add the edge from 1 to 4, we can add the edge from 1 to 3, we can add the edge from 2 to 4, and all the ways in which we make sure that the two edges which we add are from nodes in different connected components. So this is the key observation which first came to my mind when I saw the problem. The second key idea which built from this key observation was the fact that the order in which we add the edges does not matter. So why is this true? This is because of this condition only. U and V should not be in the same connected component, and as you know, like even when we read in the graph, it does not matter the order in which we read in the edges of the graph, because the edges will still, like the nodes will still be in the same connected component if we either add the edge if we add the edge 1, 2 and 2, 3, or if we add the edge 2, 3 and 1, 2. So basically employing the same argument, informally you can think of it that the order in which we add the edges does not matter. So this is the second key idea, this is the second key observation, and based on this observation we can just try to add each pair of edges. So we'll just try to add all pairs of edges. So for all I going from 1 to n, and for all j going from I plus 1 to n, basically all pairs of nodes I comma j, we'll try to add the edge I comma j, and this is exactly the whole solution. Now how do we add the edge I comma j? We'll add the edge I comma j only if I and j are not in the same connected component. So this is where the disjoint set union data structure comes into hand, and now I'll show you the code in which I use this idea. So if you want to try to write your code on your own, then you can pause the video now and write the code. Otherwise I'll just directly show you the code. So in the code which uses the exact same observations, but I'll make the observations clearer to you in the code. So in the code I take in the values of n, m1 and m2, which are the number of nodes and the number of edges. Then I create two disjoint set union data structures, val1 and val2. I have a struct DSU to store the disjoint set union. Then I basically read in the two graphs. For the graphs, I use the DSU data structure itself to merge the nodes when I read in the graphs. Then I have a vector int a which stores all the edges, which I basically print in the end, and answer stores the number of extra edges which we can add, and I print that in the end. And now I do exactly what I said. For all I going from 1 to n and for all j going from I plus 1 to n, I basically do the same condition which I just mentioned. If I and j are not in the same connected component for both the graphs, then I add the edge I comma j for in both the graphs, and I increase the answer by 1 and I add a to the set of all edges, and this is the whole code. This is the full solution which passes the pretest. So as you could see, the code passed the pretest, and this is the exact same code which I had submitted. So that's all for this video. I hope you liked this problem and my solution to this problem. If you had any doubts, do leave them in the comment below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also do consider subscribing to this channel for more such content. Thank you.